Peoples of the universe, please attend carefully. The message that follows is vital to the future of you all.
Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, yes, indeed. I just had the biggest boomer moment of my freaking life, okay? This is the biggest boomer moment of my life. I hope you're all well. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. This is a bizarre. It's so bizarrely stupid. It's blown my mind. Okay. I was just thinking, oh man, I meant to look up who the guest star, actress, actor, whatever the hell they were on Star Trek Strange New Worlds last week, right? Because I want to find out if they're trans or not. I want to find out if they're like, I could have gone either way on this one. I could have gone. I was like, oh man, that means opening up another window in Chrome or whatever, and it's going to be like, oh, my system will be like, and I thought, wait a minute. This made me crazy. I could just do that on my phone. I'm like, and that blew my mind, right? It blew, I'm not even joking. It literally blew my mind. I go, oh my God. I could do that on my phone. So that's what we're going to do. The reason I want to do a Strange New Worlds tonight, because I really want to catch up so I can do the season finale, in its right time. That's a part of a Jewish blessing. Yeah, it should be in its right time. B'sha'a tova. I hope you're all having a very good day out there. I had a busy one today. Man, I was busy. What did I do? I shot a video, and then I did that this morning. But then I actually shot 3 videos. Put those together. I had one thumbnail to make, but then I guess I did a bunch of straight work. That's basically what it is. That's what ate up my entire day. Just a bunch. I answered a bunch of comments, but that's really what ate up my whole day. Grown-up work. It was really quite boring. I like every time I'm like I have to really get stuff done for deadlines and stuff. Like I'm able to like farm stuff out now. Right, so that's kind of how I like it. That's kind of the niche I work. Like I found, I worked out how to make a profit by doing less work. So which I think I exploit the workers. That's what I say. But anyway, so I like the handy on stuff. I'm always like, oh man, this is a pain in the ass. Going through code and stuff. Anyway, that's my life for you. As I said, I want to do a Strange New Worlds day. Really want to try and do the walkthrough of the was it Worlds of Wonder? I've had it's like somebody else's video. It's over like 40-minute walkthrough. I'll find here. Let me look him up, right? Because he must be in my history. I'll go to YouTube. I could do this on my phone, but I don't know why I'm doing this here. That's crazy, but I'm doing it anyway. It's happy. Oh, shit. I don't know what I'm doing. That's why. Why are you doing this? Because I'm an old shit. I don't know what I'm doing. Well, very good. Well, it's good to know who you are. Well, what was that? History. There you go. I'm going to look up history. Man, I only call when I go to synagogue or I do a shower. It's freaking incredible. It's so psychosomatic. Yeah. So, hang on 1 second. Doctor Who, Worlds of Wonder. World. I can't go through it without crediting them. But fine, I got their channel. Right, I got their channel, and it's mad. It's good. It's only got 1.6 thousand views, and you know what? It's a great video. Their channel name is Porter Guru 25. They only have 331 subscribers. Go and give them a sub here. I'll put their link in the little chat. There you go. Doink. Dun 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 dun. Indestructible. Here we go. Indestructible. Captain Scarlet. Dun 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 dun. I miss the old dun 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 dun. You know what I'm looking forward to? I'm looking forward to production notes coming back, right? Because I just want to know what's on Russell T Davies's mind. Here's the thing. People say, is it going to be woke? Is it going to be this? it's going to be like it's going to be Rusty Day. It's going to be what everything else he's done. I don't know how much more stuff you need to see of it. That's what it will be like, right? It's going to be like that. If you didn't like that, you're not going to like it. If you wouldn't like it in the context of 2023 or 24, you're not going to like it. But if you like that, then you like it, right? That's what I think it's going to be like. It's going to be like that. And we've seen enough of his bloody work. Is it going to be woke? Well, you've seen his work. Do you think it's woke? Kinda. I mean, yeah. I don't want to tell you. I don't know. Maybe it can't be woke with skill, right? Maybe could that be? You can't be woke with talent. That might be it. I don't know. I mean, like, because I think a real part of being woke is your the quality is garbage, right? It's absolutely garbage. Yeah. So, and his quality is always very good. So I know. So that's what's good. But I'm looking for the production that's coming back, right? And just hearing what's going on in Rusty Davis's mind and going, it knocks it out like an email, right? I love that book. I mean, Ben Cook, put it together, co-wrote it. Fair enough, as co-writing as the writer's tale. It's brilliant. It's really brilliant. It's just Russell's thoughts. That's why I feel like look, I understand that's a projection of him. He's projecting, but if that's the projection and he thinks that's meritorious, I like that, right? I like that. So I've always liked his work. But I like because here's a reason why. The cover of this month's Doctor Who magazine has Catherine Tate and David Tennant kind of lazily photoshopped on. But then I realized, wait a minute, they're not wearing their costumes, right? They're not in costume. He's got a bit of a beard going. They're in that red shirt or whatever. It's weird. And like, oh, okay, well, that's weird. But then, before those came out, about roughly the same time, we saw them in costume. Why not just do a photo shoot in costume? I don't understand, right? I like, why not just do that? You know what? I mean, it's not like Russell's kept it quiet, is it? I mean, like, and why are they filming now for November, a year from now? That seems strange to me, right? That does seem odd. I don't know. Look, here's what I would suggest. Much what Commander Neinstein was advised when he took control of Terrorhawks. Expect the unexpected. Expect the unexpected. But anyway, so I would like to know the story of how that photo shoot happened. And that's the sort of thing he would do in production notes, right? I like Russell. He's cheeky. We don't agree. We don't have the same worldviews, and he'll probably be very prejudiced not to like me, on site. That's very true, right? I hope he would pause long enough to say, to evaluate that. But I don't know. I doubt he would, right? Because like, oh, Bible, he's like, well, maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll get in conversation. I mean, like, we're never going to meet. So this is totally hypothetical. You can't really, but I do understand if we did meet, he probably wouldn't like me. Right? Just based on ideology. Because that's the sort of person, that's who he is. Right? I mean, if you wanted something different, I doubt it's going to be that. Right? I do doubt it's going to be that. Let's pull up a bit of eye candy. She cried. Jigga jigga. Share screen. Come. Window. You can do it. There you go. Doink. Icky thump. Legitimacy at last. Oh, no, darling. And it would have to be Peter who dropped the truth bomb. Right? Colin's like far back now. He's like saying, oh my God. I said she was good. And now I've seen her, and it's on film. Me saying she was good. I don't quite know what to do. So we're going to address this rumor, right? We're going to go through it and we're going to evaluate it. It syncs. It syncs with another rumor that I've heard, which that's the only reason I went, well, that's interesting because it's two different rumors, but both of them said other than Tegan and Ace, there's another 5 legacy characters, classic characters coming back, right? So it does sink in with that. I don't know. When we get to it again. So I hope we do the walkthrough. We'll have a look at bounding into comics. Well, you know what I really want to do? The Jordan Peterson review of Lightyear, right? Which is mercifully tanking. You know, I love it. I love it. You know, they're also detached from reality. Please, Hollywood assholes, Hollywood celebrities who need to get money out of humans, right? Hi, over here. Okay, here. Hi, Hollywood assholes that need to monetize the plebeians, right? The plebeian class. Okay, hire me. I will tell you the correct bullshit to say. Right? They don't believe any of this shit anyway. I'll tell you what to say. It's okay. It's okay. You sound like a twat, Chris Evans. You sound like a twat. Maybe because you are a twat. I don't know, but you sound a lot like a twat. Only dinosaurs don't want to see their childhood toys tongue kiss people of the same sex. Oh, what sort of weirdo are you? You don't want to see Slinky Dog in a drag show. You sick fascist. Really? That's what we are now. Dude, you didn't even put... What other Toy Story movie had sex in it? You dumb fucks. What, like, really? To keep in the Toy Story spirit, we need to... we should have Bo Peep jack off Buzz Lightyear. Oh, no. Can't do that. He's a bender. Really? Please don't use the term bender. You'll get in a lot of trouble. Don't do that. That was said in jest. Yeah, 1 second, darling. Yes, what's up? I'm kind of busy. What?
I know. Give me 1 second. Just remember, sharing is caring.
Okay, what? Just what?
Mommy got you these. Which one can I take?
Neither. No. Go.
I'm opening one up.
You can open one up.
Which one?
What's here? Come on. Let me see. Okay, here's the choice. We have this. What am I going to lose? This one or this one? I like both of them. This is the onion ringy thing. Oh, these are good. Open this one.
This one?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, you're evil.
I'm not evil.
Yes, you are. By the way, congratulations. You did well on the test. Did you pass something?
Yes.
Well done. Congratulations. Anyway. What was I up to? All right, fine. Yes, Hollywood arseholes. Just hire me. I'll tell you what to say. Don't say that shit. Don't say, oh, yeah, you all dinosaurs. You don't want to see Buzz Lightyear stick a finger up a boy's ass. Really? No. I don't want to see that. You see, and if you just hire me, I'm cheap, baby. I'm cheap. Hire me. I'll tell you what the actual thing you to say to make human beings want to pay for your lifestyle. Asshole. Right? Because nobody wants to pay for it anymore. We liked you when you're Captain fucking America and we gave you a few passes there. You kept talking. I mean, like, you know what? Your wingman, what's his name? Hulk. Arsehole of the year, of the century. What's his name again? He's such an arsehole. Whatever his name is. He's not the far superior actor who played the Hulk originally. See, I don't remember his bloody name. Here, look it up. I'll use my phone on this one. Hulk actor. Give me Lou Ferrigno, baby. Give me Lou Ferrigno. Hulk actor. What is his name? I should just Google douchebag. Mark Ruffalo. Same thing. Okay. Chris Evans, you had him as your wingman. You didn't seem like such a dick because you're standing next to Mark Ruffalo. But now you're in the cold light of fucking day. No. We like giving you money. Don't do this to yourself, mate. And for the cheap price of $100,000, I will consult with you for a whole year. For a whole 100,000 $100 grand a year, you get 5 hours a week. Okay, I think that's fair. $100 grand a year. I do think that's fair. But that's just me for you. That's just me for you. I'm a fair-minded man, right? I'm a fair-minded man, willing to help his fellow man. So Chris Evans, tell you and all your douchebag friends, get in contact. I'll tell you what bullshit to say. I mean, at least Mark Ruffalo has like the thing. But you know what? Here's the thing. I think they all. I mean, Mark Ruffalo probably not. I think they all. I think like people like Leonardo DiCaprio and what's her name? Crazy Eyes. Super hot. I gotta look her up. What movie was she in? Like lots of them. American Hustle. She was in American Hustle. What's the bloody name? American Hustle. Look, this is a whole new world that I've worked out to do this. Great movie, American Hustle. Absolutely love this movie. Cast. Okay, what's the cast? Not Amy Adams, the other one. Jennifer Lawrence, right? I get the vibe that I think they want to be genuinely good people. I think probably what's her name? Jason Bourne, whatever his name is. Yeah, I think actually they're just douchebags. They're huge douchebags, right? But I think they want to be good people. I think if you can just sit down and red pill them and tell them like, yeah, no, this high gas prices is because of everything you've been told is a lie. Like I was just watching this Australian thing on Facebook, this a minute and a half thing, talking about the plight of trans swimmers who aren't able to beat women and take their medals anymore. And they're very upset. And this Australian is and this big hulking guy said, "Wow, it's not like I'm a big threat right now." And he's like, this guy is like built like a brick shit house. He's huge, right? So and he's got a wig on. Yeah, it's not like, and it's just ridiculous, right? At this point, it looks like a Little Britain sketch, and I'm not exaggerating, right? It's not like they're worried if I start trading, I'll get bulk up. And then they had this trans doctor, and they after about 2 or 3 minutes of them talking, you say, and doctors is trans themselves. I'm like, really? No shit. Really? Are you out your fucking what? Oh, that's why that Adam Apple nearly hit me in my face. Oh, okay then. Okay. Listen, the person on Star Trek, I don't know if they're a man or a woman. I think they're a female. But I'm scared to think they're female in case they're male. So I don't know. Oh, yeah, we'll look that up too. Yeah, one second. But I think they want to be good people, right? I don't think they've been sold bullshit, right? I think they've been sold real bullshit. I like to sit down with them individually and go, let's just go. You know what'll be great? Red Pill, right? This is the show. Steven Crowder sits down and has a genuine conversation with huge left-wing celebrities, right? Who aren't afraid to be red pilled, right? Yeah, and that'll be incredible. That you could call it red pill. That'll be the name of the show. Wouldn't you love to see that? Because if you've seen the Change My Mind stuff, Star Trek, Strange New Worlds. Oh yeah, and listen, I'm really scared about this because I'm really enjoying it. I think this week was one of the weaker episodes, but I'm scared it's gonna go shit. I mean, I'm just like clenching at this point because I'm really enjoying it. Right? It's like the first season of The Mandalorian, which went shit. Sort of. Episode 7 cast. If that comes up with something, I'll be impressed. There you go. Jesse Jamel Keitel. Okay, so is fine. So okay, let's look up who if Jesse. Well, I should really pull up the pic. Yeah, one second. Now I should pull up over here. If I'm reading an article, we should read it together. Jesse. Yeah, big Jesse. Jesse James Keitel. And they were good in the bloody rock. I tell you, I liked them. One second. I thought they were good in this role. Fine. Let's look at their Wikipedia here. I'll share the screen. MICKEYMOUSE. Doink. Where'd it go? Oh, I thought I had that lined up. Yeah, there you go. Boink. There it is. So you see what I mean? Like, I don't know. I think, but looking at them closely, I think they were born male, right? I think they were born male. Obviously, they're totally female. They were great in this role. I mean, like, seemed very feminine, right? So, which really, honestly, you don't get a lot of. But you know, like mostly it's like that thing I saw on Facebook earlier with the big strapping man. Oh yeah, so they're worried I might be too big to be like, yeah, what the hell? And then, my God, this doctor who was clearly a trans man, was saying no. Once she's had testosterone treatment, she's totally has no advantage from ever being male. No, bullshit. I think that person's lying. Bottom line, I think they're lying because I think they're extremely biased, right? Is American actor best known starring Ashley Casey Short, Miller and Son, which won a BAFTA award because she was trans. That's why I'm bloody bored. Casting a role in Big Sky, ABC crime drama created by David Kelly. I have to tell you, this person, Jesse James Keitel, can bring the goods. Right, I mean absolutely talented performer. Right, I really from Long Island, where she graduated, but they're not going to say if she was born. Is non-binary, uses she/her pronouns. I mean, I guess it's kind of invasive to say, do you have a vagina? Like, you know, like what you? I don't know. But listen, this performer is very, very talented, I would say. Genuinely, extremely talented. So, to me, that makes a difference, and it really does. But yeah, so listen. It normally when I see trans people on screen, it kind of skews me out somewhat, right? This one skeeved me out because I really genuinely couldn't tell. So, you know, I don't know. I think a lot of the people who are trans now are you know, jumping on a trend. But yeah, there are genuine trans people. That, yeah, they like, maybe this is one of them. I don't know. But yeah, I thought they were fine, and it didn't bother me at all them being in strange, especially as I can say, oh, it's an alien, it's fine. So fine. Half an hour later, let me get to the chat. Jordan Lee says Haley Atwell as Ramada. Yes, indeed. I would like to have something where she wears less clothes. Leela, maybe. Haley Atwell's Leela. I can't stand up now. Unknown to anyone, I said David Bradley and David Tennant in his brown suit with a beard. Probably will appear in it as well. Maybe Matt Smith and Tom Bates. Yeah, I kind of think, well, this is bullshit myself. But once I finish the chat, first thing we're doing is I'll look at this room. Okay, I got it ready to go. Logan 5 here. There is no sanctuary. Logan 5. And there is no sanctuary. Man, they say World War III is like started. Britain is saying prepare for a ground war with Russia. I mean, okay, that's crazy. I mean, I guess if they don't use nukes, it is a ground war. But I know. Listen, end of days, baby. I've been saying it for a while. You know, I said, well, we'll look at that when we are on schedule. Yeah, I really thought it was going to go quicker, though. Right? I really thought it was going to be like, what's played out over 2 years, I thought would take a year. Right? So, okay. Putting out all the stops to try and get people to watch this rubbish. Well, it does the trick. That's what I'm doing. Wouldn't you watch it? I'm going to watch it. I have to watch it to bloody review it. I'm like, ugh. But like, he's not legitimacy at last. No, nothing's going to give you legitimacy, darling. It's not what you want to tell you. Listen, I have to say, the last comment I haven't answered yet by Dave Mullen. David Mullen's comments are always thoughtful and always good and always. I normally say those for last because I have to sit, I read them, and I kind of savor them and think about them. And I sometimes I go away and think about it for a few hours before I reply. He's very, very, very on the money with a lot of stuff and very insightful. But yeah, he said, Jodie. There are Jodie fans, people who are fans of the era, and they got a right to like Jodie. I mean, I don't get it. I don't understand liking Doctor Who and Jodie Whittaker. I don't understand it. But because I don't understand it doesn't mean it's not real, right? Let them like it. Let them enjoy it. It's nearly over, baby. It's nearly over. And Toxic Fan was on its way out. It's ridiculous. Look, by the time you get 6 months from now, the idea of being catty on Twitter when you're fighting over a street rat for dinner for the next 6 weeks, will seem somewhat inconsequential, right? Yeah, that's it. They're just my thoughts on the matter. But listen, I think the most entitled generation is going to get a reality check real soon, baby. I really think war's coming. I think, honestly, the 5 horsemen of the apocalypse are coming. There's war. No, we've had disease. Is there pestilence? Not that much yet. Pestilence will probably come. No, we do have pestilence. Bloody hell. Wait, that's all the cattle dying in America. We do have pestilence. Okay, we got pestilence. Okay, fine. So we got war. We got disease. Famine's on its way. That's going to be later this year. So war, disease, pestilence. We have pestilence now. Okay. Disease being COVID, obviously. So we had war, disease, pestilence. We have pestilence. Famine's on its way, right? How many horsemen of the apocalypse are there? Look, now I can use my phone for shit. I changed my bloody life. How many? I think there's 4, right? Horsemen of the I put Forsaken, not Horseman. Autocorrect. Horsey man. Horse man of the bollocks. Oh yeah, okay. No, stop. It's on dictate. Let me go back. I'm going to try dictate again. How many horsemen of the apocalypse? I think I just did the trick. 4 horsemen of them. Okay, so we got them. Where's wait for the 5th? We got all 4. Sonic hell. By November, we'll have all 4. That's crazy. That's really crazy. By the way, tomorrow's video, which I made today, which I quite like this one. So there's an interesting article in Radio Times. I mean, about something interesting. They're talking about this script of an unmade Doctor Who, and it's not what you think it is. This is from 1998, and they wanted to star Michael Sherd as the Doctor. And Michael Sherd, of course, Lawrence Scarman or the Professor, not Professor. Lawrence Scarman, or he was a professor, but no, the other one, the headmaster. Of course, we all know as Mr. Bronson. You boy, I was like Mr. Bronson, but as a Doctor. So and so then I really went down a rabbit because I remembered it, right? So I found all this long article talking about it. It's really interesting. Doctor Who magazine coming out Thursday. We'll go through that on Thursday's show. Listen, it's a bit of a lazy cover, but why did they have them not in costume? I don't understand. I mean, okay, Catherine, you can stay as you are, darling. It's fine. And why are they releasing the Target books with the Jodie logo? That's just stupid. Nobody wants that. I mean, they're just going down. Like, this I just put out today because again I want to catch up. So we did this on Sunday. Holy crap, we're going with no cuts and Trek has gone before. Heteronormacy! Yeah, I mean, listen, I like this episode. I did like this episode, but that's me for you, mate. That's me. I'm a crazy person, and I was a bit disappointed with this episode. I don't like this. I don't liking Star Trek and Kurtzman Trek over the Orville. I feel like I'm being disloyal, but I do. What do I want me to tell you? I like what they're doing over there. I'm the Orville version of Q in a just okay episode, which is a sort of horror shore leave, but still missing that old Orville magic. Yes, that's the review, right? That's the review. It's just irritating, really. Essentially, it's just a bit irritating. Anyway, now let me chat. No point regenerating because she isn't canon. Peter Cushing didn't, Joanna Lumley didn't, Lenny Henry didn't, Richie. Yeah, listen, she's not in my head. She's not canon, right? I'm just waiting for how we can thread that together with what they're going to put on the screen. But my head erased from reality. Absolutely, I'm more angry from a computer game. Whittaker made me even more angry. Please could you recommend my Doctor Who content? Okay, listen. If you, I was recommending it on this video, putting out tomorrow. Here, let me pull it up. Big Finish, the cheap Big Finish is what you always want with Big Finish, right? You never want the expensive Big Finish, right? Cheap Big Finish is always better. Because I got when I went down a Michael Sherd rabbit hole, I remember this awesome little story from McCann's first season. Stones of Venice. Let me share the screen. 1 second. Share screen. It's over here. Doink. So this is Michael Sherd in it, and it's an awesome little story. It's absolutely. It's only $2.99. It's really weird. It's by Paul Maggs. There's so much energy and life to this. Again, this was in McGann's first season. And they really did it. It was a very contemporary, early 2000s sci-fi show. It was like, it would have been right up there with Buffy, right? It had that vibe to it. It's just so much fun. And you can, it's like you can feel that big American budget through the audio. You really do. So this one, it's again got Michael Sherd in it. It's a really weird little story about the last night of Venice before it sinks beneath the waves, right? Forever. It's a weird, like Baroque sci-fi, lovely tale. It's a really interesting little story. $2.99, right? $2.99. This is not like whiz bang effects Doctor Who. This is like really weird contemplative Doctor Who. This is like more Warrior's Gate than anything else. So if that's your bag, I recommend. I really do recommend. Here, do they have a trailer? Let me play a trailer. There you go. This is back when they made good trailers.
Of Venice.
Look at the state of this place. It's all seen better days. I'd be ashamed to have carpets like this. No wonder it's deserted.
You don't think that she could save us?
I do not think anything could save us, Your Grace.
Just as well. Salvation is, I think, such a dull and worthy concept.
That was Michael Sherd.
Distant sound of ceremonials. I wonder if they're into sacrifices now. They usually are. Where have they gone? My guests, my people, they have fled.
I can't blame them, really, Your Grace.
No matter. I must find the portrait.
I have to tell you, this trailer really is good. This is what the story feels like. It's like a bit acid trippy. I wish I had more time. Right, I'm halfway through the Tennant Master box set, and Tennant hasn't showed up yet. Of course, he'll probably be in it for like 5 minutes at the end. And it's a really weird one. It's like he's on trial for his life. They should have called it the Trial of the Master. Stupid. That would have been great. The trial of the master. So the second segment is him showing why, much like the Doctor was pulled out in Trial of the Time Lord, he had a few different episodes he needed to watch. To, like, the Valeyard played Mind Warp and Mysterious Planet. Valeyard, mate. Valeyard. Could I ask? Is there any chance in your doctored version of when the Doctor's interrogating Perry, when that was a fake bit, but in your fakery, right? Maybe while Perry is chained to the beach and water is heaved over her, we get a little bit more see-through. Yeah. In the algorithm, wouldn't that be okay? I mean, just because then people wouldn't notice anything else. Yeah, it's like, oh, maybe, and suddenly all her clothes fall off. Something like that. And listen, I don't want to tell you your job, Valeyard, okay? I don't want to tell you your job. I'm just suggesting that will probably paper over the crack or whatever you don't want people to see. Anyway, back to the trailer.
I am here, my lord. I am here, my lord.
How often you've called us amphibians, toads, fish people, yet none of you suspected the truth, which is...
And as for you, Auntie, I don't carry weapons. I don't need them. And I must say, I think you treat your visitors here very shabby man indeed. I'm cut up when it's...
I am to be joined with the Duke at dawn.
Stand back! Who will be killed too?
I tell you, this is a recommend. Oh, this is an awesome story. Oh, this is such an awesome story.
I tried to tell them. I tried. Look, hands of the clock are meeting.
That's it then. It's dawn.
And the clock chimes out for the death of this.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, what else is in that season? What was before that? Sword of Orion. That was a little bit disappointing. This was one of the good ones from the audiovisual days. Audiovisuals is a fan group that made audio stories with Nick Briggs starring as the Doctor. So when they needed the script quickly, so they adapted one of that. This is again one of their better stories. It's a bit dated, right? Because this was very 2000s and the story was very 80s, right? Storm Warning was a great opening. Alan Barnes. Yeah, a great. This really set the tone for the season. Of like very contemporary sci-fi drama, right? So then after Stones of Venice, which again, Minuet Hell. Oh, yeah, crash and burn. I'm afraid. The Big Finish. Your American accents in this are atrocious. It's like it's worse than atrocious. It's like it's embarrassing, right? It's really embarrassing. And what a waste of the Brigadier and McGann. But what can you do? But like those two stories, really good. $2.99, right? And then the next one is what was it the Mark Gaddis story? Monthly event. I do collected Eighth Doctor. Sort by oldest first. That's me. Yeah, so that's when they got their second season. It was a lot more fun. They had a much more idea what they're doing. So yeah, Mark Gaddis do Stones of Mars. Invaders of Mars. Stones of Mars. Invaders from Mars. You had Rob Shearman do Chimes of Midnight, all-time classic. I mean, this is an all-time classic. Yeah, Paul Cornell, douchebag, but fantastic writer, doing Season of Fear. Excellent story, right? Excellent story. Embrace of Darkness is a reasonably good sci-fi story from Nick Briggs. It's just, not as good as the other three stories so far, which were all like just on fire. And then you got the really weird and really awesome Time of the Daleks, which is like the Daleks here. But this I got to play the trailer for. Where is it? They got to have the Daleks quoting Shakespeare. This is crazy.
Here it comes again. Oh, time.
think you may need assistance.
Some form of time wave, a veritable tsunami.
Bless you.
What caused this? Tsunami or not tsunami, that is the question. Well, I thought so.
Now these dreams and memories of parts that never happened.
Countdown to detonation. 5, 4, 3.
Oh, this is so good. This is just such a great story.
2, 1, detonation.
This is the end of history as we know it, and the start of the time.
Temporal energy is released. Great rescue. Great rescue. Great rescue.
It's also quite impossible.
Masters of time. We are the masters of time. We are the masters of time.
Yeah, that's cool. But they didn't have the bit I wanted you guys to hear. But yeah, great. And this was when there wasn't even a hint that Rusty Davies was coming back, bringing Doctor Who back. Right, this was when it was dead beyond dead. Doctor Who was moving forward at this point with this was the cutting edge, right? A wonderful time, really wonderful era. I forgot. I totally forgot to get to the chat. Oh my gosh! I was like, I'm now 40 minutes in. I haven't started the chat. I feel really bad. Okay, fine. I'm probably going to get distracted. That might just happen. Okay, that might just happen. If we can pull up the thumbnail again. Fine. Where are we up to? Gareth Morgan is here. How you doing, Gareth Morgan? I haven't even got up to when the show started yet. Holy shit. Gareth Morgan says people fall for it. Entertainment, herd mentality. It doesn't matter. It's over. Red number 1 is here. It's over. It's forgotten. Right. They're gonna have a big and it's gonna be over. Right, it's gonna be over, and there's probably gonna be a nuclear apocalypse before then. So nothing to worry about. Like, we might get spared to ask Jodie. Okay, here's the question: would you want there to be a nuclear apocalypse to avoid having to see any more Jodie? Well, that would mean you wouldn't see the Rusty Davies. I want to see what he's planning. I will go through the Jodie to get to the RTD. It's kind of like a 69. I kind of half like that. I love the 9. The 9 is awesome. The 9 is the bestest ever. The 6, fair. Seems a bit, whatever. But I'll do the 6 to get to that 9, baby. Absolutely every time. That 9. Mwah! Unlike the 6. These are the conversations you would have between Fourth Doctor and Romana. In my fan fiction, Mr. Jekyll and Hyde is here. How you doing? Down with Chimbles. That's what I say. Down with that thing. Yeah, listen, red number 1, before I started, said, RTD, you screwed up royally, Chris. Get out of it. I mean, like, he did say, oh, I won't say a thing. Oh, we got the wonderful Jodie last episode. Oh, it's going to be fabulous. It's going to be fantastic. Oh, fabulous. Oh, you're not going to hear a thing. Not a word. Then we had Shooting Gutwell. We had Neil Patrick Harris, David Tennant. We had explosions. We had literally major cities in England blowing up. We had London, having firefights with Meet the Fucking Beep, right? That's him being quiet. No, can you imagine? When he's not being quiet? It's gonna be awesome. Again, what's it going to be like? It's going to be like everything else he's done. It's just, that's the way it is, okay? If you didn't like that, then you're not going to like it now, all right? If you don't like it in the context of today, listen, the world's about to completely change, the world really is about to completely change. I mean, even without my messianic bullshit, the world is about to completely change. Call him Chip Dum Dubs. Okay, Catherine Fee is here. Chip Fail. Catherine Morgan. Hey, Catherine, how are you doing? Thank you for joining us. Well, it's obvious. I haven't even started yet. Well, it's obvious that Chibnall has changed 90% of the show that he's not a fan. No, that's pretty. Yeah, that does give it away a bit. Fine, I finally started the show in the chat. Okay, 45 minutes later. Darren Ebb is here. How you doing? X-Men 577 is here. Gareth Morgan is here. I said hello to you, but I'll say hello again. Paul Toslin is here. How you doing, Paul Toslin? Adam Warlock, how you doing? That thumbnail does show the Five-ish Doctors sequel that I was kind of hoping for. That would be kind of cool. Oh, that would see, I'll be up for that. Oh, and we're never seeing Jodie again, right? We are never, ever, ever seeing Jodie again, right? She's not going to be asked back because she was awful. You just got to understand, it doesn't matter. They're all screaming that she wasn't. Yes, she was, right? You can't argue with those view figures, right? She's awful. Listen, if you like her, I'm glad you like her, right? You know, I feel that she's awful, as does most of the planet. But if you like her, fine. And like, I don't want to be a dick to you because it really is fine. And like, here's the thing: very soon, just a few months away, we're going to have a lot more to talk about, right? Which is going to be a memory. It's nearly over, right? It's really, really nearly over and forgot forever, right? It's like it's over, right? It's like nobody wants to fight. Apart from the crazers, and they're withering away. They're dying on the vine. It's wonderful. Em is here. How you doing, Em? Thank you for joining us. Here we go. Matthew Burrows is here. How you doing, Matthew Burrows? Dr. Alex is here. I'm feeling well, as well as normal. I'm kind of reminded when, is it Sid Vicious? Yeah, Sid Vicious woke up when Sid Vicious was rushed to the hospital with appendicitis or something, like he nearly died. He said, "Yeah, I just woke up feeling just a little bit more sick than normal." I remember seeing happening rat. No, I was winding up. I was in full feta there. I was just going up the ladder. We whiz through the chat and try and catch up a little bit. That's me for you. Darren M, it is indeed 7 M's. Okay, fine. Here, I'm going to give you a preview, right? I'm going to give you a preview right here. The opening of my story for first draft of the story for season 14, right? I'm opening up right here. I'm going to give you a rendition. I am not a good performer. Oh, come on, open up, baby, open up. As I said to many young, unsuspecting lady. Fine. It's opening, maybe. Okay, while it's thinking about that, yes, you're actually going to hear it, right? Any second now. Little icons bouncing up and down. Cough, cough. I really love Chibnall, Torchwood, and Chibnall was heavily involved with that. Yeah, listen, season 2 was, I think, one of the strongest seasons. As I say, the best season was Children of Earth. I love Children of Earth. Everything after that, bit pants, really. If they bring back Nissa with the Jodie era, I might be a happy chappy. I don't know. I think she's got too much sense. Whenever I see Sarah Sutton, in one of these things, she always seems so normal and sane. It's like much like Nissa was in the TARDIS, right? She always seems like, Janet Fielding and Fielding's like, "Oh, good day, bro. Yeah, I'll eat the face of that guy." And Janet, what's her name? Sarah Sutton's like, "Oh, I don't think you would there, Janet." "Oh, good day, Cobber." Peter Davison sits somewhere in the middle. Is that opening up? Doink. Thinking about it. I still got Wizzy Will. There we go. Cross God's Winners here. How you doing? Sai Nix is here. Matthew Burrows. I said hello to Matthew Burrows. Who else we got? Adam Dare said, I always do like your avatar. That wonderful classic Dan Dare Portugal. Portugal YouTube channel visiting various exhibitions and museums looks great. It's a similar vein. It's also sub to Give Me Life Selective, a lovely couple based in California that visit horror exhibition. Oh, thank you. I'd love to see that. Okay, fine. Here you go. I'll read you the first page. Okay, first page. That's all you're going to get. A shower of sparks erupted from the rust semi-sphere of irregular crystals, singeing the doctor's slowly mushrooming hairline. The semi-sphere was held together by two thick black metal bands, which themselves had several much larger crystals jutting out from them. The larger crystals glowed and flickered with their inner light as some form of impossible quantum processing took place. The doctor lay flat in the dull grey sand as energy bolts flew overhead. I think bolts of energy sounds better. Whilst he furiously probed the semi-sphere with his sonic screwdriver. How much longer? Shouted Romana, somehow retaining her well-maintained battlefield chic as the energy bolts flew over her head and explosions of sand erupted to the left and the right. I would say... I like my doctor. Shouted the doctor over the whirl of ancient otherworldly sirens. No time at all. With that, Quark leader ZX255 burbled to life, sitting up in the sand, causing the sand to fly off its diminutive body. Quark leader ZX255 head switched left and right, sending incandescent burbles from its crystalline head. At that, the 239 remaining quarks from the initial force of 30,000 crystalline heads softly lit up as they got up and burbled their way towards into battle formation. 2 miles away, the pyramid of forbidden knowledge, built millennia ago by the Siren Thoth, deployed its remaining servitor droids. Servitor droids were wrapped in bandages that act like conduits to serve as a nearly unlimited subatomic energy within. I try to explain why these things are covered in bandages. Plus, of course, the bandages gave them the stylish Osiris aesthetic that resembled a muscle-bound version of ancient Earth mummified humans. The Doctor spied the reformation of defenses through his sonic sunglasses as he peeked over the sand dune. I've really got to get one of them to help out in the TARDIS, he mused to himself. Maybe not, he corrected. Nothing's worse than a pouting, jealous K9. The quark force which the Doctor had hacked using discarded semi-head of the fallen quark commander shuffled towards its position. Within 6 minutes, we'll be in within 6 minutes, he shouted to Romana, and then raised his voice in a commanding tone as he spoke to the semi-quark head his had. Objective, neutralize defensive robot force, destruct, absolute, he cried. 3 days earlier, the Doctor receives a message from himself. Okay, that's your lot. Proof I started work on it. Is essentially he's using a quark force to infiltrate an older siren pyramid. There you go. Proof has actually begun. John T. Levine is here. How you doing, sir? Thank you for joining us. Red number 1 is... Oh, you're still here. I've said it before. Gareth Morgan is here. Dr. Alex is here. He's still here. Ironic that groups of people who are so obsessed by categories cannot accept the need for new ones for competing in sport. It's very strange, isn't it? Although we live in strange times, mate. Yeah, I think it really shook me this week when I heard a friend of ours had a relative that the young daughter, their like 13-year-old, was having double mastectomies. I was like, really? What kind of parent does that? That sounds awful. I just jumped. Did I miss anyone? Let's keep. I'm just going to keep rolling, baby. I'm only like 15 minutes behind. Tzvi Lebetkin, have you ever heard of audio visuals? I got all of them, baby. I love audio visuals. Mini went in hell, yes. I guess I covered this like 10 minutes, 5 minutes after you wrote this. Yes, audio videos. They're much better, right? They're much better. Who was saying that? I'm sorry. Graffoter, how you doing? Sorry, I didn't introduce you. Mark Lewis is there. How you doing? Anybody else we got? PD Rich is here. Has she officially gone yet? No. Sod in hell. Yeah, I know. She's like a bad bloody smell. Soda Engines is here. How do you do, Soda Engines? I mean, like, Fish and house guests and Jodie Whittaker smell after 3 days. Sadako24 is here. How you doing, sir? Are we called up? We're in league. Yes, we are called up. Excellent, excellent. With that, let's get to this rumor, right? Let's get to this rumor. This was sent to me by somebody, and I will scroll up if it wasn't frozen. But there you go. This is from Mark O'Neill. Apparently, he posted it publicly. The specials are called the Timefall Trilogy. Tenet is after Jodie, the Timefall Doctor. After Jodie was infected with the Timefall virus, a degenerative disease in more ways than one, causing a revert back to 5, 6, and 7, then Tenet. As the first of and that's the first of 3 specials begin. I don't know. You see, this would have to be independent of Russell T Davies coming back, because all this was written like well, like before like the Jodie special was written well and filmed before the news of Russell T Davies was returning had even reached Chris Chibnall. It was in the can, right? It was in the can. So the only way it would seg into it is if, I mean, maybe she is regenerating it into David Tennant, right? Maybe that was always his way of ending it, right? And the Russell Davies heard about it, said, maybe I could do something with that. Right. And it would have no real connection other than that they already put in. That would make sense, right? That would indeed make sense. It would be there'll be no real connection with the Russell Davies one. It was just he turns up as the Tenant Doctor, and he'll probably explain it there in story as well. I doubt he's going to refer back to Jodie Whittaker. I really, really do. I just think, the brand is toxic, right? Why would you want to remind it? I don't know. I doubt he'll do it. So somebody replies, that sounds like a cool idea. Be a good excuse for previous Doctors in the 60th. Somebody says, is this real? Said the leak that was a leak that was quickly taken down. Watch Tharis's YouTube channel and you'll see it. So Tharis is actually quite good with that sort of stuff. So listen, it doesn't sound impossible. It sounds like it's a little bit too good, quite frankly. That's really my main concern with it. It sounds like it's a little bit too good. It sounds too clever, right? And it doesn't. I mean, they're dealing with multiverse, right? I mean, we know that's where they're going. They know they're dealing with the fob watch. I just want this all over so I can exercise this from me. I just want to know how I can cut this out of reality. Right. That's again. Would you want the apocalypse to come before Jodie Whittaker, so you wouldn't have to see it, right? But you wouldn't get to David Tennant, right? You wouldn't get to David Tennant. Would you want that? I don't know. No, I do know. I want to get David. I want to get to Rusty David and David Tennant, right? Where am I up to? I'm just going through the chat. Thought I saw something new here. Where is it? Keith Ewers, there you go. I was just looking for you. And David Hammond is here. How are you doing? Thank you for joining us. It sounds again. This one has to be done independent of the Rusty Davis one, right? Rusty Davis must would pick up the baton, right? I can see maybe he'll do it. I don't know. It sounds too good. I think it's all good. Okay, right. I mean, they're going to deal with Vinder. Was his name? Vinder and Bell, right? And Calvinista is they got to deal with that point, that storyline. You got to deal with the fob watch. You got to deal with Time. Yeah, the villain Time. You got to deal with the Master, right? So it's going to be a very fluxy episode, right? It'll move at a good pace. You got to deal with the Phasmin, and you got to deal with the regeneration, right? So I mean, it's all pretty categorical. And also, what's the name? Did Tectoon survive Flux? I can't remember. I don't give a shit, but I really can't remember. Oh, leave me alone. I don't even remember this shit. I mean, I quite like the dog. Okay, that's why I like the. I thought that Flux was kind of like the Tomorrow People revamped. So listen, okay. Here's my guess. I think this is bullshit. I think it's bullshit. It sounds too good. Honestly, it sounds too good. I don't think Chibnall could come up with anything that good. Maybe it will be, right? Maybe it will be. I don't know. I don't think it will be that good. That's my take on it. Also, says Vindaloo. Now I'm in the mood for a curry. Oh, I'll make myself a curry tomorrow. I was going to make myself a paella. I think I'll make myself a curry. A nice spicy one. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds very, very good. Fine. Let's have a quick look over at Bounding into Comics before we get into what we're doing next. Let's do Strange New Worlds here. I really want to catch up. That's really important. And then we'll do Worlds of Wonder. Right? That's the running order. Here we go. Let me share the screen. Share screen. I'm taking the cannon with me. Yeah, that's kind of the arsehole thing you would do. Darren M, I said hello to you, didn't I? I'm pretty sure I did. So, Shamek, how are you doing, sir? Thank you for joining us. Oh my God. Report now claims Amber Heard is being cut from Aquaman and Lost Kingdom and Mira be recast. Her reps deny it. Wow. That's not good news for her. Right, that is not good news for her. 10 best Marvel Ultimate Universe comics. Okay, I wouldn't mind looking at that. There was only about 10, but there weren't that many. Don't know about this, don't know about that. The Witch Part 2. Oh, what's going on with him? Alleged Insider says Ezra Miller likely will be dropped from Warner Brothers. Discovers post-Flash DC plans. There's no winning in this. I mean, yeah, it's shot. Like, what are you going to do? It's already shot. Oh, yeah, that reminds me. Let me go to Daily Wire. Daily Wire. Jordan Peterson talking about Buzz Lightyear. By the way, just so you know, right? I saw the Tim Paul from the Mail. Prepare to fight and beat Russia in a third world war. Britain's this isn't a guy standing on the tube pissing himself saying this. This is Britain's top fucking general. New UK Academy commander tells troops to brace for European land war in a tub thumping message. I don't know what that means. Tub thumping? Oh, thumping the tub! As tyrant Putin menaces ex-Soviet states. Yeah, but they don't really read it. Listen, like they are. If Finland and what's their name join NATO, then it's going to kick off, right? Apparently, they're blockading something or other. Yeah, let me see. Buzz Lightyear. Even Trump doesn't know if DeSantis is running in 2025. I mean, listen, I would really hope it's a Trump DeSantis ticket, right? That would be awesome. Or DeSantis Trump ticket, quite frankly, also awesome. That, you know what? Have Trump as a vice president in charge of cleaning the swamp, right? Which he would do with a fiery vengeance, right? Oh my God, with DeSantis as president. I think that would probably see. I think Trump says no. I got to come back. I think the ego's too big, right? Buzz Lightyear. There you go. I love that Jordan Peterson is like stating the obvious. I want to see how he states it. Canadian professor and clinical psychologist Jordan Peterson attributed failure of Toy Story spin-off Lightyear, which garnered controversy, including same-sex kiss, to market forces. I would say, not generally speaking, people don't want to see Buzz Lightyear tongue kiss a dude. I don't think he would have said that. Daily Wire writer Amanda Prestigiamato noted on Sunday that Lightyear brought in a paltry $51 million in its 3-day opening. That's really bad. Yeah, listen, Jurassic Park 2 in its second week, man. I gotta find out if Daily Wire has a TV app for my TV. Right, that makes all the difference, in the world, right? It's having an app work on my TV. That's why I like I was watching. I'm not even kidding. Alien Covenant, which I like those alien movies, right? I tried watching it in 4K. It streamed beautifully. I mean, like, on this shitty internet, it looked gorgeous. Oh my God! Speaking of which, I really want to get that 4K, but I want to get them on download. The 4K Dalek Invasion of Earth and Daleks. This is so unfortunate, smiley face. The revenge of the market. Gay kiss include woke Toy Story spin-off struggles at box office. Yes, it does, right? As Peterson noted, Americans are by no means infused by the woke corporate activists shoving leftist viewpoints down their throat. And a recent poll conducted by Echelon Insight on behalf of Daily Wire showed that although 29% of American investors agree it is a good thing for companies to leverage their financial power for political and social means supported by executives, 58%, twice as many, said it was a bad thing. Okay. Yes, you want to watch out for that. But let's hear about Jordan Peterson. Yeah, okay. I'm not seeing anything by Peterson. Look, he just answered your tweet. That's really not that impressive. Every time there's been social advancement as we wake up, the Americans start. Oh God, yes, it's Chris Evans. I don't want to hear his bull crap. Leave me alone, Evans. Leave me bloody alone. Get thee to a nunnery. Yeah, listen, they got a app for my TV. We might be talking. Because I like what they're doing, Daily Wire. They got a lot of good stuff on. Tzvi Lebetkin was funny that Chris Evans said about dinosaurs. Yeah, they'll be like dinosaurs. Given that the dinosaurs in their second week trampled them. Absolutely trampled them. Frozen. It looks like no, I'm unfreezing. Yeah, and that movie was shit according to everybody, right? I mean, it was like deeply shit. But I've got to close some windows now. Now come. I've got to close down some. There you go, doink. Get that down. Get that down here. Miss Marvel reportedly opens up to lowest premiere viewership numbers of any Disney Plus series. Oh yeah, what 27? Can you imagine? Fine. With that, let me remove that. There we go. We'll go over here. I like this show. Fuck off. I like this show. I'm sorry. I feel so bad that I like it, and I finding it all a bit stale. I'm finding this very fresh, right? I like this show. Now, is this the worst episode? I can't remember the first. I've even rewatched an episode. Okay, I can't. Is this the what was the first episode? I don't remember the first episode, but which isn't a great sign. We've got the episode, but then again, listen, I don't remember bloody anything. That's yeah. Star Trek: Strange New World episode. This is not the strongest episode. Let's be fair. And this is a show that has probably, it's not perfect by a long way. Lieutenant Latinx lesbian is shit, right? It's a shit character miscast. I think probably the Noonien Singh security chief is also a shit character, but cast probably with an actress talented enough, or actor. It's weird. If they were trans, you'd have to call them actress. An actress that was talented enough to breathe life into it. Can this open up already? Come on. There you go. Doink. And I think the whole calling a Noonien Singh is just dumb, you know. Yeah, okay, so the first one was right. So the first one was kind of like a bog standard TNG episode, basically first contact episode. They're just working in. It's grown on me since then. Anyway, starts off by going, "We're Star Trek-y! Whoosh!" Whoosh! If you have a bong, get one now! Whoa! Yes! It's really made for stoners. I'm sorry. It needs a bit more eye candy for that. Whoa! Whooshy! Woo! Da, da, da. It looks gorgeous. It just does. I'm sorry. I'm such a sucker for this. Oh, it's frozen again. Look at that. Such a sucker for this. And yeah, look. Yes, they're whoring out Star Trek. Yes, they are. No, this episode they rip off Star Trek 5. Oh yeah, you get Cyborg in this. I'm not even joking, and I liked it. Ooh. So anyway, we open up. We're in the Ankh Shatan Katil Vulcan Criminal Rehabilitation Center. So they mentioned this in passing, and it only sunk in on me on this episode. To Pring, who is insanely hot. Can I just say how insanely hot she is again? To Pring works there, right? Her job is like bringing back like lapsed Vulcans to the power of logic by being so insanely hot. I mean, I'm like, what? Like, I love that she's doubling herself up. I'm like, okay. I don't know why she's doing this. I don't know what the logical reason is, but boy, do I like it. I like it a lot, right? Yeah, so yes, I think she is insanely hot. Oh, yes, and this opening, it is insanely hot as well. I forgot about it. Okay. Oh, by the way, I agree with you. I like both Prometheus and Covenant. I want the next one of those movies. God's sake. I mean, like, they keep churning shit out as widgets. Can they just make that as one of the widgets? Meanwhile, they're canceling Razor's fucking Wolves. I love that show. They're doing season 4 of Discovery and not season 3 of Razor Wolves. What sick, evil, twisted world do we live in? How much more evidence do you need that we are at the end of days and Satan himself has control of our reality? They're not making season 3 of Razor Wolves, but they are making season 3 of Picard and season 27 of Discovery. Noel doesn't what? Noel doesn't rap. What? I missed that. What are we talking about? Petey, could you fill in what that's about? You tickled my interest. She cried. Oh, he does like Prometheus and Covenant. Okay, fair enough. I like those movies. I think they're good, especially in 4K. It was awesome. Anyway, speaking of awesome, oh god, T'Pring's freaking awesome. So she starts off with the T'Pring's log saying, how reminding you what she is. Hi, I'm Spock's girlfriend. I'm very sexually open. We do have sex often. That basically every episode you see me, I'm being sexual in some way or another. Yes, very good. We like that. More of that, please. Anyway, so and she's saying, it's challenging being having a long distance relationship with Spock. I'm exploring his heritage, his human side, and I've been reading about human sexuality. Yeah, can't stand Covenant. And so she's like having this chat with Spock, and he's like, "Yes, I mean, it should mention all these like Tropic Accounts, all these like rather hot books," and he's like, "Maybe you should read it again." I'm like, and Spock's like, "Whoa, this is too much." And so I like this little relationship building up with Chapel and Spock. Again, this isn't TOS Star Trek. It's in its own universe. It's its own thing, right? It's its own thing, right? And it's the derivative thing, and it's a very basic sci-fi. I mean, when I say basic, charmingly basic. That's why one of the reasons I like it. These are like 1950s sci-fi stories. Like they really. I mean, if you read the first draft of City on the Edge of Forever. It's very much like this. You got pirates and stuff. I like it. I do like it. Anyway, so I like the relationship building up with Chapel and Spock. I'm very impressed with this actress, Jess Bush, right? And I love that her last name is Bush. Very good. Like it a lot. Because again, this could be quite a wooden character, and she's really put a little bit of life into it, right? And she's a model, so I'm not sure how new she's come to acting, but she does. I believe this character, right? And I believe me, I spend a lot of the time watching her very, very, very closely. What they won't say it's its own universe. It's over like what happened to Transporter Chief Kyle? Was he hit by some weird alien ray that made turned him from an Asian man to an Irishman with red hair? That's a really weird beam. Like, damn, oh, fuck me, I'm Irish with red hair. Be gone. I mean, it's obviously, it's like, why does everything look completely fucking different? Right? Like, why does everything look like it was made now, not in the 60s? Because it's not the same fucking thing. I digress. Bigora. So anyway, he's like saying, I need some advice, right? You helped me out before with T'Pring. And she's like, she's learning about this stuff. And she's exploring about my human side, but I don't really want to do it. So says, Spock, are you telling me your girlfriend's going too fast for you? Right? But then they have this very good little scene, right? Where she said, listen, the reason I like being friends with Vulcans is because Vulcans are honest with you. They're generally speaking straight shooters. They don't see a point in lying. There's no need to lie to her. That's where you always get in trouble. Just be Vulcan, be honest, right? And he's like, good about it, but it's good to say, look, says I need a friend, and it really is. That's what Star Trek is to me. It's the bond between people. It was the relationships, right? I'd love to see Russell T Davies do a Star Trek because he's all about making families, right? He really is. Fine. So anyway, so then the plot starts, right? And you have this trans actress, so she presents as female. I'm going to call her female, right? Who's fantastic. Okay, she is a fantastic actress. I'm very impressed with her performance. So there, she's like, and again, I don't mind because I feel she feels alien to me, right? So that's okay, right? So she used to be work for the Federation as a counselor. Now but then she found out, the Federation doesn't really reach far. And so she left the Federation and basically does the same thing independently. There's a bunch of colonists that their ships are like stranded in trouble, so they're going to go into this asteroid belt and help them. The weird thing is they're going off alternate script decisions that the Enterprise being Kirk's second command, then shouting down fans in the region. I go, listen, the crazes are going to be crazy. What do you want me to tell you? The crazes are going to be crazy. Yes, they are. And if their craziness has tainted this for you, I hear it, mate. I totally hear it. There's a lot of toxicity around the Discovery fan base. There's a ton of toxicity. And around the cast and crew, for that matter, right? There really genuinely is. There may be with this too, right? There may be with this too, but I just watch it on its own terms. I think if it was a fan film, I would enjoy it, right? I would totally do it. Anyway, so they're talking about basic life out here on the frontier, on the rim, and I do like you feel like you're really on the final frontier in the series. Love the Doctor, great character. Weirdly enough, the character I thought I would like the most, number one, is a little flat, right? So they arrive there and they're like, okay, yes, guide them that way, and they go, flying into the asteroid belt. It's a lot of cool flying bit. Okay, and then the gorgeous freaking titles again: Impulse Engines. Oh, so cool. Deflector dish. Oh, yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Oh, show me that deflector dish, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, give me a nacelle. Oh, give me a nacelle. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, they're going for we're going to war. We're going to war. No. Whoosh. Oh, again, look at the paneling. Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh, do it harder, baby. Look at this. Okay. Do we have the... I got a screen grab of the... Oh, I love that it has the grills in the back. I have to get a screen grab of that next week. Freaking love the grills at the back of the nacelles. But again, I'm just a slut for this stuff, baby. I am. So it starts off, Spock is going to a guest of the week's room, and there's like loud music playing. He knocks on the door. And says, "Hi, I'm just working out." And they kind of start building this kind of interesting relationship. And he gets to put her necklace on, and they seem to like it. Yeah, there seems to be some kind of... She's totally turned on by him. Oh, she knows about a lot about Vulcan culture as well. So anyway, they're looking for the colonists for their ship, and they get caught in a trap thing. And it's like a Thorian web, but not. And it contracts, right? And so they're trying to work out how to they find they have two places that they could fire, right? And they choose the wrong one, it's going to implode and destroy them. And there's Spock, decide! And they make him make a hunch, and he goes, and he does it, right? Boo! And they thankfully get the right one, otherwise the show will be way over. And there's a little spaceship is flying behind them. Meanwhile, Spock is analyzing things, and they come to talk, and she asks what they're doing. And then they kind of open up a little bit, right? About how he's torn somewhat between his Vulcan and his human side. And so she suggests, well, maybe you're neither. Maybe you're neither fish nor flesh. Maybe you're something different, right? Maybe you're something. And I understand they're trying to get a idea of what being non-binary is over. And if this is how I was introduced to the idea, it would be much more interesting. It's not like it's being screamed at me. It's not like being, no, you must believe this. Like it's being sold through an allegory, right? Hats off to them. It works. I think it works. right? I think it worked. And this is the only trans moment of the episode. And I think it very much works for underselling it. This, again, skillfully acted, skillfully delivered, skillfully written. Didn't feel like I was being lectured at. It felt like somebody was starting a conversation with me. Now, that's the way to engage you, right? That is the way to engage you with these things. Right? Yeah, I feel like you there, Spock. Yeah. Fascinating. Meanwhile, Lieutenant Latinx, and you know they had Latinx in the script. Lieutenant Lesbian Latinx says, you know, we how should we go? Oh, no, they find the colonists. They cut this line said, yeah, how should we go? How intimate? It says first date or third date? Like how close do you want to get? First date, he says. So okay, so proceeding with caution. And again, would be better if it was a bloke, right? Would be better if it was special needs Spock. He's not. I like this character. I can see it's how it's a prequel character to the Leonard Nimoy Spock. But I like the Zachary Quinto Spock. I thought that was freaking perfect. Yeah, but that's me for you. Anyway, she does look like a young Professor Snape. Absolutely. So they find the colonists and they're all gone, right? They've all been kidnapped. And so they've chased. They're looking for these colonists that they've all been kidnapped. I should have really started with that, right? Or I thought we didn't find out yet, but looking for these colonists that have all been kidnapped, probably to be sold as slaves. So they find the ship where they could. They followed a warp signature. And they found the ship where they could be, and they're about to beam in and rescue them. And in there, Invul beams the strike force, and they're scanning. They have the life signs. They're looking for them. They get to engage, but there's only this thing there that's putting out a fake signal. They worked out that they've been lured here. Carl Urban blew it out the border. Oh God, he was awesome. Yes. All I've got left of my bones. I loved it. Yes. That was a good movie. I don't know if J.D. Abrams can fake a good single movie or if that actually was a good movie, but I enjoyed that movie. Great casting. Awesome casting. Anyway, so they've been faked out to get here, and they're like, we should really work out what's going on. And they've been cut. They realize they've been cut off from the Enterprise. And then they realize they've been cut. They can't talk. And meanwhile, Chapel's walking down the corridor, and she sees a bunch of people infiltrating through the ship. Like, okay, so here's where it gets a little bit stupid, right? Because, well, we will see. This is the first of three problems with this episode, right? So they infiltrate the ship, a bunch of people. And she goes up the Jeffrey tube. Oh God, I love the Jeffrey tube. It's so fucking gorgeous. Oh, again. Look, I'm a whore for a Jeffrey tube. Look at it. Oh God, I love the colors, the yellow and the red. Oh, the chunkiness. It's gorgeous. So they're like, okay, we should really try and get out of here before anything happens. And anyway, then in swoops a gazillion people. And they're like, everybody put your guns down because they're surrounded. Then they somehow work out they're about to come into the bridge, and they get ready. And Spock's very protective. They lock down the ship, and this is quite a good fight. But there aren't enough people to take out this whole ship. You need like a few. I mean, these are highly trained Starfleet officers. They need some way of neutralizing the crew. Right, and that's what's missing from this script, right? There aren't enough people. The crew is taken too easily, right? But that said, this is a good action sequence. I mean, listen, I guess you leave the chicks in charge. I didn't say that. That was clearly that's what a sexist would say. I of course wouldn't say that. Pew 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 pew. Lots of pew pew pew. It's a good fight, and there, Spock uses his Vulcan pinch a lot and throws people around. There you go. And but he seems to take out most people as the rest of the crew like cower. So I don't see this as a problem in the scripting level. I just see there's a problem in the execution level, right? Star Trek 4, the Enterprise only had a a skeleton crew of cadets. A Star Trek 5 only had a skeleton crew of cadets and space personnel. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, so Spock and whoever this is makes it into the elevator, and they're captured. I kind of like the Orion, right? Again, if this was a fan film, I would be enjoying it. I would totally be enjoying it, right? So the Orion is Irish for some reason. So then you get a bit of like Starship Mine, you know, like a bit of Die Hard as they sneak around, and I see the British crews all been captured. Clearly, why were you having Ensign Asian knock top on the bridge? And what do you think he's going to do in you know, Lieutenant Latinx lesbian? Scotty, half drunk on Romulan Ale would have probably done better. It's about 50% there, says Darren. A few better decisions in casting would be good. See, here's what I think. I think the Age of Woke shattered halfway through making this, and it shattered after the casting process, right? I think by the time they started shooting it, the Age of Woke was over, right? See, I'm very confident. Is this a biological male? Because they got a nice ass. I mean, I don't know. Loving the Jeffries tube. Anyway, so Pike's being beaten up. This is the second thing that doesn't really play too well. PD returned better. 400 plus crew, handful of pilots, infiltrate threat. They should have found a way of new. It will just. Somebody should have picked this up in the script editing phase, right? They should have said, how about they release some kind of gas that knocks out everything but the bridge crew, right? That would have worked. And then Chapel. Well, you see what she does when we go. I don't spoil it. Even this is a spoiler review. So they're beating up Pike for the command codes. It's like, I don't have them, but I wouldn't have given you anyway. And they keep hitting him. And so then he kind of like starts negotiating, and he charms his way in and said, "Listen, I'm not going to give you the clothes, but he throws some food in his face. This stuff is disgusting, right? So look, I'm not going to give you clothes, but look, let me go. Everybody might. I have a crew that needs food and water. Let me cook you a good meal, right? Let me cook you a good meal, and then we all eat, and then we can work it out from there, right?" And again, this seemed like it's a bit dumb, but it worked, right? It you know what? It's not that. It's more like that scene in Galaxy Quest. It says, "Remember what we did in episode 34?" It's a bit too obvious a ploy, right? Hey, meanwhile, Chapel, who I like a lot now, is creeping around. She tries to get in, but the ship's locked down, and she gets caught. And she's got this like thing, the thing that you what's it called again? The injector thingy in her wrist. Says, "Don't shoot! I'm just a nurse. I don't know anything." Right? And then when she's not looking, he turns around and injects him in his neck, so he passes out. Good fight sequence, right? Good fight sequence. And again, listen, good acting. It feels urgency, and she's got a wonderful ass. You know, it's just a win-win. Not many women can carry off a skin-tight white costume. God bless you, darling. Keep doing it. I like the hair. I like everything. This is working, right? She grabs it and she takes it out, and I like that she takes him out. It doesn't feel like a 60-pound girl takes out a 150-pound man, right? It feels like she was like using, like martial art or something to and terror to just inject them to pass them out. And I like that she's kind of spunky, right? I like that. Anyway, so he's made them a chili, and they're all super digging it, right? And he's like, you have to hack into it. I'm never going to give you the thing, the code. So he says, you know what? Let's see how you feel when I start selling you to the Klingons, right? The Klingons are going to want you for intelligence. They make it to sick bay. He's like, I can't get in there. We got to get to engineering. And he gets, so this is like the Galaxy Quest bit. They come up with the plan. It's like, okay, I've got in their heads, we got to engineer them. I was going to say we can engineer them to have a mutiny, Because then he said, I'm going to sell you as a Klingon. I said, yeah, you're brave dealing with the Klingons. This week's a Klingon episode, right? So they cut. Their plan is they're going to foment a mutiny because he's going to tell them they're all going to get killed by Klingons, which they probably would do. They all meet up in engineering, and they take out the lockdown so they can take control of the ship. I like engineering as well, right? This to me, Phil, I prefer this to the J.J. Abrams engineering, and it feels like a big budget version of what they were trying to do in the original series, right? I really kind of, and you're getting away from the next gen, Star Trek 2 big tube of lights, vroom, 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 tube of light thing. So everything locks down, and then she turns around and she's actually a bad guy, right? You thought she was good, she's really bad, and her whole personality changes. She's more sexy now, right? She's more sly, she's more sexy. They get brought to the bridge, and it's like, we are now on a starship, and they start firing the phasers. They're like, oh, this is awesome, right? This is awesome. And they said, yeah, but you're the thing we really wanted, Spock, right? It was really you who we wanted. And why did we want you? Because of T'Pring. They open T'Pring gets a message from Zod, right? It does break my heart knowing they're not going to work out, and that's the person she's going to end up with. Like, I'm really sad by all of that it doesn't work out, right? But I like that. Gets Rachel's on. She has a high priority message she needs to get to. So he goes, and so again, complete different character. Great actress. I'm really good. And she's like, "Hi, I've got your boyfriend. You're engaged to him, and you're honor bound to protect him. You've got to meet me with a specific prisoner." I said, "But then I'll be disgraced." I said, "Yes, but the disgrace of letting your fiance die is greater, right?" So basically, by the logic dictates, you got to meet me with this prisoner at these coordinates, right? And then Spock says she will not give in to your emotional poison, and it's a great little speech. I've been emotional. They won't give in to your emotional manipulation, and she gives a great little speech saying that I've been emotionally manipulating you the entire time, right? Oh, help me! I'm just a helpless settler. I need to help these poor settlers. And she's absolutely right. You do see how they've been manipulating his emotions. And she does understand Vulcan as well. She talks about Kolinar. It will be Klingon orcs, right? It's going to be Klingon orcs next. I think the Klingon orcs are coming in next week. Yeah. I kind of like them as well. I hate to tell you, I kind of like them as well, but never mind. So they're fomenting a rebellion, a mutiny, saying, "Oh, you're all going to get killed. You're brave dealing with the Klingons." So T'Pring shows up, right? She shows up with the prisoner. She doesn't have a choice. Says, "I'm here, but I'm not going to give in to you." Said, "Yes, you will. I'll tell you why." Spock says, "Don't do anything," and then boom, she shoots it. Right? Said, "Next time it won't be stunned." Right? Then what's the name wakes her up. You have a little commercial break. Chapel wakes her up. Wakes him up and goes woo 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 with it. It was does a trick. And then she whispers to Chapel, "Look, let me apologize in advance. Just go along with what I'm going to say." It says, "T'Pring, you don't understand. We can't remain engaged, right? Because I've been dating Chapel." And now you actually find out that Nurse Chapel really, really wants to be with Spock, right? And it's an interesting with the character because and I don't know if they've forgotten a thing, or this is actually they're building a character, right? But she said she's not really interested in having a long-term relationship, right? And now, but she seems like very much so. So they say, "Listen, I've been having an affair with Nurse Chapel," and she's like, "I'm so sorry to T'Pring." And the villain's like, "Well, kiss then, because we don't believe you." And so they have this very passionate kiss, right? And totally Chapel's into it. Right. Again, I think she's doing a great job. Also, she's off. So T'Pring then is hurt and pissed off, and they break off their relationship. That is basically the opposite of Ponfar, right? So they're not engaged anymore. And it kind of breaks your heart a little bit. Is this real? Oh no! And they're done. Live long and prosper. And she just goes like, And then Pike shows up after fermenting a revolution. And here's the thing that people really don't like, that the pirate ship has a big wheel that controls it. I thought it was fun. I thought it was silly. So he gets the pirate ship and he's like, has a drop on the Enterprise. And he tells them to like disrupt the engines. They're like, oh, and they basically get control. And she's like, oh, I'll get you next time. You were a fun opponent. And he beams off into a ship and flies off that ship earlier, right? And then it turns out the rebellion, the mutiny is still going on. They're firing at each other, and they got to get things worked out. Anyway, they get back to the Enterprise. You have another freaking awesome beauty shot. Oh my god, freaking awesome beauty shot, and kind of like, you know, wrap up of the episode. Then it's like you see like Spock meditating, and T'Pring shows up, and you go, "Oh God, I hope it's okay," and it is, right? He says, "Well, I knew you weren't cheating on me because you're a man of honor," and they said, "Let's fuck." Which she does every episode. She's awesome. She's smoking hot, is up having lots and lots of sex, and has a very good job, best girlfriend ever, and will leave you alone. So anyway, so then he has a conversation with Chapel, and it comes out how much he really does dig him, right? And he's like, because I knew you're, he says the same thing. I knew you too honorable. So anyway, so he said, but do you know who she was trying to break out, right? Who's the Vulcan that's trying to get to bring to break out? And says, I believe I know. My father had another son by another mother. And he's mad. I say, I've never been near him, but they're told to stare away. His name is Cyborg. Dun dun dun. And yeah, listen, I know Star Trek 5 was shit. Okay, I know Star Trek 5 was shit. And I watched it again, thinking, oh, maybe it was not bad to remember. No, it's the one where like the 6-year-old Uhura does the dance of the 7 bells, like with the big feathers, right? It's shit. That's like. But I like this person's take on it, right? I'd like to see what they're going to do with it. See Frankie with those ears. I do hate the Klingons introduced in Discovery Volume 1. They are much changed from. I do not hate the Klingons that introduced in Discovery. They were as much changed from Star Trek Motion Picture to Star Trek. The motion picture to Star Trek MP. What was MP? TOS to the motion picture. Change from classic. I think that was totally Brian Fuller's thing. The whole idea of what he was doing with Klingon society and how they went to war, right? I like the way he was showing how Klingons felt threatened. You have this homogenous federation that wants to erase their national identity. And you have like a very disparate group of Klingons, like disparate houses that are brought together with like this religious fervor. I like all that, right? I like all that. And then you can see Brian Fuller obviously left. or was booted out. Yeah. So this was one of the weaker episodes. And for me, it's a recommend. It really is. For me, it's a recommend. Oh man, I can't get to the walkthrough. Maybe I'll do that as a video. Maybe I'll do that as a video on Friday. Maybe I'll do it because on Thursday we've got to do Doctor Who magazine. We have to look at that. That's coming out. What else? What was else on the thumbnail? Let me see. So the walkthrough is the only thing that I didn't get to. Let's see. Have a quick look. Anything else abounding in the comics? Doink. Share screen. So yeah, Miss Marvel, apparently nobody likes it. Well, duh. Who's surprised by that? Oh, this is where I started on Sunday, so it's nothing new there. Nothing new there. Any other news stories to get? Let's look at Doctor Who news. Let's have a look at. We'll do a perusal of things I normally look at in the morning to find news sources. Right. So Screen Rants is a must go, right? A must go destination. We go to Screen Rant and we do a search for Doctor Who. I've only got one more episode of Stranger Things to go before I finish this first half of the season. By the way, how badly do you think Thor's going to flop? I think quite badly, right? And quite rightly so. I think it's going to super flop. But I think, you don't have that goodwill going in anymore, right? You just don't have that. It's going to get, everything goes on word of mouth. Like Spider-Man No Way Home did well because of its word of mouth. And that's it. It's the only thing that matters anymore. And you only get word of mouth. Is this doing a search? Yeah. You only get word of mouth by having a good product, right? Will Matt Smith return for the 6th anniversary? Oh, I know. Doctor Who set video reveals Tennant back in costume. Well, we see this costume. Is this like new? Let's have a look. Back in which costume? I don't want to view the video on TikTok. Oh, get me out of here. Oh, I guess we have to. Hell, we're going into TikTok. I feel myself getting gayer. Oh, okay. So this is. It's not the. It's the regular costume. Okay. Where was he filming? Is this filming today? Nah, this must have been a couple of days ago. Oh, God. Leave me alone. TikTok. Sort off. Let's go back. Wow, where'd it go? Come back, Screen Rant. There you go. Any new news about Matt Smith? This is just speculation. Fine. Yeah, nothing there. So fine. Let's also look at Radio Times. There's anything new there. There's some. I might make a video about it. Star. No, we have. Oh, leave me alone. He's not a good choice as James Bond. I mean, I know you have to go black, right? It's the only choice. And again, can the apocalypse happen before this happens? And no, it's not that I don't think a black man could be a super spy. I just don't think somebody from a white family is going to be black. Okay, the character's pretty much set. God, I'm really not looking forward to was it Umbrella Academy? Fine. So then next thing I do is a Google search for Doctor Who and I'll check up news. Then I'll go to Doctor Who News. There we go. News. But then I go to drwhonews.com. We do. Okay, so what we got? So Tor says why Partners are the perfect episode of Doctor Who. Every regeneration story ranked. Doctor Who parodies and sketches. That sounds like a fun article. That does sound like a fun article. Space. 5 actors that nearly played Doctor Who. Let's have a look. Who they're saying. I'm somewhat intrigued. There we go. I mean, that guy, just he was just in Man Who Fell to Earth. And my guess is what's name will be as successful. His James Bond will be as successful as his Man Who Fell to Earth. That's Ncuti Gatwa, right? I'm still no idea how he's going to play it. Bernard Cribbins? Where was Bernard Cribbins? Few of the revival series may know him as Wilfred Mott, grandfather, blah, 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 blah. He probably played Tom Campbell. When the third Doctor, John Pertwee, was leaving, Cribbins met with the show's producer. I did hear that before. He in turn asked Cribbins what he would bring to the role, and he replied, well, I was a paratrooper, so I can fight. The producer was not happy with the implication the Doctor would resort to violence. Okay. Brian Blessed, second Doctor. Russell Tovey. Oh, was it? Who was he nearly instead of Matt Smith? Well, yeah, listen, he's one of them every audition. When was Boris Karloff? So this is the Dalek Movers. Judi Dench. Dr. Bruce Sidney Newman, though he no longer worked for the back in the 80s. Time for a female doctor. In the 80s, it probably would have worked better, right? It would have been less, agenda driven. So Grant Morrison, he's got a newsletter, a Substack. It costs $10 for a month. But it was talking about Doctor Who a lot on it. So I don't know. I'm kind of intrigued there. But then that's really what he's selling. So I really can't do it. Craig Martin says Doctor Who never takes happen, but I'd love to play the Master. I'm sure they never did happen. I'm sure it was never in the running. Doctor Who star Peter Capaldi lands role in new Apple TV series. Yeah, I don't really care. So this is the thing I did a video on. Let's see if there's any more information about this. Yeah, look, the script is around, so I'd really like to see it made. Right? I would really, really like to see the script made. But again, this is what my video of tomorrow is all about. Yeah, I'll show you the thumb. There we go. Thumbs. Where is it? This one. Yeah. Still not open up. You boy. There it comes. No, nothing. No new information. King Crab. It was originally on Night of the Crabs. Had two doctors, an old doctor and a young doctor, which is an idea that has been returned to. Yeah, listen, I don't know. I'm always more interested. I'm always interested in the road that was never taken, right? The road that was never. Hey, let's have a quick look at Big Finish. See what's going over there. Then I'm gonna wrap up. Hopefully, my wife said she was making dinner, so I'm kind of hopeful that I might get some. Gordon was like, yeah, isn't that amazing that of all the things being rebooted and remade right now, and I'm glad it hasn't been. Flash Gordon and Buck Rogers haven't been touched. It's really bizarre. Strive Awards, okay. It's so not a new start for the 8th Doctor, right? It's so not a new start. So I'm halfway through this. Was it the self-defense? I guess. I think the Trial of the Master would have been better. Can't believe they're making more a shilling and sixpence. Let's see what's coming out this month. So the first episode is good for a sort of penitence. I enjoyed Out of Time Wink. They'll think it's the best of the three, even though the other one's better because they had John Pertwee in it. This is out, or this should no, that's not out yet, or is it? When did that come out? That must have just come out. The 9. Let me look at my app. Hang on. Let's see if it's on the app. Because if it is, it must mean it's out. Yes, Silver and Ice. I'm looking forward to this. I think this is going to be good. Does this have a trailer? Let's see if it's got a like a video trailer. Come on. It's thinking about it. And this is thinking about it too. Yeah. It just came out. Wow, it must be not even on the Doctor Who news yet. So fine. All right, so I got more to listen to now. I really got to just get listening to stuff. Maybe I'll just do straight work tomorrow. Man, this is really not opening up. Wow. This I heard the trailer for this the other day, and it was actually very, very good. Come on, is it gonna come? Why can't you open the page? It's thinking about it. Oh, there you go. So there a video, no video. Yeah, we'll play the trailer. Still not as good as that McGann trailer from earlier.
This is a tale of vengeance and of the ceaseless quest for power.
From Big Finish Productions, Doctor Who, The Seventh Doctor Adventures, Silver and Ice.
Where are we? It's dingy enough to be the Arctic Circle.
Tinseltown, the city that never sleeps.
By the way, if Big Finish in any way ever alienates Nick Briggs, they're over. He is the tentpole that holds up this entire company. And the only reason he is because while he's intensely socialist, right, he's open-minded and fair, right, sort of, for a socialist. And really, without him, and he's able to sometimes see two sides of an issue. But without him, Big Finish will just fall. He's the thing, and him being super progressive, liberal, socialist is why they're not overly successful at it. He's holding back the majority of the wokeness, right? The box ticking, which is amazing.
One and all, the grand reopening of Mitzi's place.
I'm the Doctor, Miss.
Petraxis. Carol Petraxis from Galactic Central.
I am Sandar, known to all as Sandar the Barbarian.
What exactly are your questions?
So it sounds kind of like fun and goofy. It sounds like a season fits in season 24.
What are you doing here back in Rebos after all this time? Oh, great gods of Rebos. Gods of ice and gods of sun.
How do you mean tinsel? All the sparkly stuff. Everything's made of it.
The bones, Your Majesty. The bones have spoken to me.
This never-ending ice time. There must be a reason.
So we've landed at the wrong time.
On the contrary, we've landed at the right time. But something's very wrong on Rebos.
So this is kind of like an alternate dimension, very, very, very good season, somewhere in the middle of season 24.
Another threat. A traveler from beyond this world. This man is dangerous.
Ice time is supposed to last no more than 32 years.
We are the Cybermen.
We've been spotted by a very large creature heading this way.
Shift era corrected. Cyber technology online.
I like that they have Tomb and is it Earthshock? I can't. Is that either Earthshock? I think it's Nemesis. That's Nemesis Cybermen. Silver Nemesis.
Attack the city! Attack! Stop this! Release the battle Shrivens are.
Big Finish for the love of stories.
Oh,
well, wasn't that embracing?
Yeah, this looks like a fun one. I mean, I think Dan Starkey is going to be good, and I like Jonathan Barnes. All his work's been very good, so I'm excited for this one. Let's have a look at the Tom Baker. We'll come back with it. Hello. We'll do this instead then. The 9. So I guess this is the same as the 11. So we got newer writers, but I was very encouraged last time they had new writers. So let's have a look, see what this is like. I really think they've come out of that slump they were in, and they were in a long slump.
No, please. No! That's the same dream. My face is the same.
You are being dragged down into the earth. I've had nearly the same dream. The same, I tell you.
The same dream?
From Big Finish Productions. Doctor Who, The Fourth Doctor Adventures, The 9.
You there! Which way did he go? That way, sir.
All right, so now they're in this little enclave after Deadly Assassin, where he doesn't have a companion, right? So it's lots of Tom talking to himself, which kind of works on audio much better than it did on TV. But you can always tell when he's got that scarf on. You know, this is his backup costume.
Standing there for after him.
Doctor, look out!
We've been spotted. It's a checkpoint.
Getting next to you, a spy.
I am not a spy.
Then who are you?
Doesn't make any sense.
I'm going to get to the bottom of this.
From inside a padded cell. Now I know you're mad.
Taking a bit of time. Like, how many stories are in this? Okay, so you got wow. Okay, it's how many discs? 3 discs. So Shell Shockers by Simon Barnes and Paul Morris. Okay, so that's behind the titles behind Enemy Lines and of the First World War. Dreams of Avarice by Guy Adams. That's probably going to be good. And Peak Season by Elizabeth Miles. Elizabeth Miles hasn't been great, but I think they're basically coming together. Okay, so I'm glad so it's been a pretty strong month. The self-defense has been good so far. This is probably going to be pretty good. And Silver and Ice looks that looks like it's going to be probably the best thing this month. What's going next month? Oh, War Doctor after the Beyond the War Game. I mean, the second Doctor after the War Games, Beyond the War Games. I said that. I tried to say the title 3 times and got it wrong. Doctor Who, second Doctor Adventures Beyond the War Games. Really excited for this. Like, really, really excited for this. I think it's going to be good. And Unit, I'm going to give that a miss. Classic Doctors, New Monsters, Southern Nightmares. Yeah, I think I've been talked into this, right? I think I've been talked into this. Torchwood, no. So it's a pretty good month. Okay, I'm glad they got less stuff coming out next month because I got a lot of stuff to get through. I don't think I'm on board with the 6 Doctor and Hebe's adventures. Somebody sent me them. I didn't get through listening to the first story. It just didn't really engage me. 9th Doctor that I'm excited about. I'm not jumping on board on Gallifrey War Room. And UFO also. Yeah, I'm not jumping on board. Wasn't that a great fan? My favorite episode of UFO is the one where you have the hippies drop acid in a barn, and they get visited by drop acid and have sex in a barn before being visited by aliens who are in rather boring spacesuits, right? That's basically UFO aliens. Yeah, I was never really that enamored with it, right? I really was never really that enamored with it. Fine, it's taking forever to open the next page. I think with that we're going to wrap up. I'm going to hit the end broadcast button. I'm going to